Hi guys, back here with another video. This is a review of the 2023 WWE World Heavyweight Championship Replica belt. This belt is currently held by Seth Rollins and it was debuted in 2023 by Triple H. Roman Reigns took the undisputed title to SmackDown, and then this belt was made exclusive to Raw, similar to what happened in 2002 when Brock Lesnar took the WWE title to SmackDown and then Triple H became World Heavyweight Champion. So 21 years later they did the same thing. This is a very nice belt. It's not perfect. I do have a couple of gripes with it, but I will get into those while we do this review. This belt is re-levered by Altair belts on a send-out strap, and it's restoned by Nathan Bones from Stones by Bones. Nathan does incredible work. He does stonework and paintwork as well. So if you're in the UK, definitely check out his work. He's one of the best stone guys in the business. So let's get into the review. This belt has a really beefy tip. I'd say this is about 8 to 10 millimeters thick. It's quite heavy. Standard tip, it screws in from the back with the 3 screws. It's got the really nice floral. This floral is very similar to the original Big Gold. It's got 2D elements where some of the floral is flat, and then it's got 3D elements where some of it is rounded. So it takes inspiration from the 2D Big Gold and the 3D one. I think some dual plating would have looked nice. So the floral should have been gold, and the plain background, as you can see, should have been nickel or silver, kind of like the crumb line. But again, very nice floral. It's got the globe. This globe isn't painted, it's all gold. I think a bit of black paint would have made it look better, as all the gold just blends in a bit too much. So I think black paint on the globe would have looked nice. But again, you can always get that paint mod done by somebody. So here is the strap. This is made by Elianas from Altair belts. It is a send-out strap, so the screws are exposed on the back. This has stitching around the border of the strap, all the way around. It is black stitching, so it's slightly hard to see. I think white stitching would have looked really good, as it would have looked similar to the original Crumb Rhyme Big Gold. And then on the inside, it's got like a pebble texture going around the Snapbox. This is real leather, so there is some creasing. 2x5 Snapbox. It's got a really nice floral design in the Snapbox. I think this is the most detailed strap WWE have ever done, apart from the Universal and the World Heavyweight Network logo. But this is really nice. I love the floral on the strap. It's something new, something different. And then you can see this does have the WWE logo tooled into it. So if you get this from the UK or the United States, it will not have the WWE logo. But if you do go to Altair, they can put the logo in there. In the United States and UK, it's just for copyright purposes that you're not allowed to put the logo. But even without the logo, this strap does look really good. I've seen a lot of the send out straps and they do look really good without the logo, but this just makes it a bit more TV accurate. It's got nice beveled sections, so the beveled lines cut this section off from the Snapbox, and from the main part of the strap there's a beveled line going around, and then everything inside this border. More stitching. This strap is very detailed. It's got unnecessary tooling. By that I mean it's got tooling underneath the side plates, the main plates and that side plate. Nobody's ever going to see it, so I'm not sure why they felt the need to put that much detail into it. But WWE did a really good job on the stock strap. The stock strap is fine for display, but it is very stiff. The one that I had started cracking in the sides from being bent, and I didn't even handle it. I only bent it once or twice and the cracks started. So luckily I got this a couple of days later. Nice work. Again, there is some creases in the leather, but it does give it that ring used look. It's got the design in the tip. The Altair stamp is on that side where the tip is, so the tip is covering the stamp, but it is made by Altair. Nice sealed edges to make sure there's no peeling. Really nice black smooth leather backing. To mention, the stones are very good on this replica. I had the opportunity to get it restoned, and the timing was in my favour, so I had it done. But if you get the stock stones, they are very good. These are stock stones and they sparkle in the light. They even give the rainbow colour effect like Swarovskis and Cubics normally do. These are Cubic Zirconias done by Nathan Bones. The stones look really good. So the side plate has the rope border, similar to the original Big Golds, the WWE one and the Crumline. I don't know if WWE done it intentionally or if they did their research, but like the Crumline, this border actually wraps around the bottom of the plate. If anybody has the Crumline or the Shoprite replica, they will know that the border wraps around the plate and goes underneath. This border does exactly the same thing. It wraps around and goes underneath, which I think is a really nice touch. There's 3 ropes to represent the ring ropes of the wrestling ring. That's what WWE said in their detailed video. WWE also said this has 60 stones to represent 60 years of WWE, which I don't think makes sense. I think they should have left that detail for the WWE title, not this one, because this hasn't really been around for 60 years. Another thing I don't like, this does not carry on the lineage of the original world title. So Undertaker, Batista, Edge, Triple H, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, Big Show, Daniel Bryan. This new belt doesn't carry the same lineage. This is a brand new belt. So the first ever champion is Seth Rollins. I think they should have carried on the lineage of that title. It would have been much better. So really nice floral, very detailed, as you can see. It does pop off the plate in certain parts. The floral catches the light in such a way that sometimes it looks blurry, so you do have to get the right angle. You can see the stone holders. The stone holders are pretty detailed, they're just standard, similar to the WWE big gold stone holders. Normal WWE changeable side plate with the black globe. I think the black globe looks really good. I think they should have done the same thing on the gold tip to make it look a bit more better. These are nice, but most likely people are going to change them for custom plates. I myself might get some Seth Rollins plates at some point. Again, other side, this is mirrored, so it's the same side plate. You can see the floral. Really nice floral, it catches the light so well, very detailed. And it does stick off the plate in some parts. To be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of the shape of the side plates, but after seeing it, it started growing on me and I really do like it now. It's like a puzzle, so these fit into the center plate. A lot of belts are doing that these days. This one, the AEW, that's like a giant puzzle piece, so all of these just fit into one piece. It does look good. These are very close together, but it doesn't affect the flexibility. It does on the stock strap, but if you get it re-levered, then the flexibility is not going to be an issue. There is a couple of millimeters worth of space between these plates. So let's get into the main plate. This is the most detailed part of the belt. Again, I think some silver in the background would look good. I'll show you guys the stone holders if I can. There you can see, really nice. It's got like the rope border around the stone holders. I don't like these stones. I think one stone in this corner and one stone in that corner would have been fine. I don't like the line of these stones, they just look out of place. I think they should have got rid of these and then put more floral. And they should have just kept the stones in the corners, like the original big gold. These do look a bit out of place, to be honest. So you can see the really nice floral. They've done such a good job on this. No video or picture is going to do this belt justice. You have to see it in person. If you're on the fence about buying this belt, don't be, definitely buy it. I would recommend waiting for the WWE sale. WWE sometimes has a sale. So if you buy it on sale, you can save some money. And I would suggest putting that money towards a good re-lever. If you're going to keep it on display, then the stock strap is fine, but it's not very flexible. But if you do like handling your belts, then the real lever would be much better. There you can see the nice wine floral pattern. It just looks so good. And the stamping on this thing is amazing. There's rounded floral and there's flat floral. So it's not just flat and rounded in one place. Some parts are flat, some parts are rounded. There's so much detail in this. Here you can see the lion. That's like 3D. It's really thick, probably about 2 millimeters off the plate. It's rounded. And then you can see the head and face of the lion. And the eye is a stone, which I think is a cool touch. I don't know why the lions are facing away from the plate, from the center plate. I think they should be facing inwards. Another thing, the lions do blend in a bit too much with the floral. Like you can tell it's a lion, but sometimes it just looks fully blended in into the floral. You can see the floral here. Another stone holder. There is slight dual plating on this belt. The WWE logo is silver, and then the letters World and Champion are silver as well on the gold banners. The banners are probably 2mm off the plate, and then the letters are 1mm, so this is a very detailed belt. Very thick details. You can see the stamping on the globe. I do like the black texture. It has grown on me. I would have preferred silver texture. That would have looked really nice. Or even gold texture. I think gold or silver texture would have looked better than the black texture. They should have kept the logo black on this part and then textured the globe silver or gold. That would have looked nicer. But it does stand out, I guess. It does have a nice pop to it. The texture is a nice touch because the texture was on the 3D Big Gold. It was on the 2D textured Big Gold in 2011, and there was texture on the crumb line. So they have really put a lot of elements of the past Big Golds into this belt. There you can see how thick the logo is. Probably a good 2 or 3mm thick. Nice texture. I've seen some belts with paint problems. I don't think this has a paint issue, which is good. There you can see the other lion. Again, I don't think there should be a lion on the World Heavyweight title because the lion is part of the WWE title, so I don't know why they put it on this. And then there's a third lion. I don't see the need for 3 lions, but there is a lion head here with stones for the eyes. Very, very detailed. It's 3D, so it does pop off the plate. Very detailed. Again, I don't see the point of a third lion or any lions on this belt. These are just the things that I would personally change. Nice floral. And then here, there's an eagle. I don't know why there's an eagle on the World Heavyweight title. Again, it's always been famous with the WWE titles, not the World Heavyweight. So I don't know why there's an eagle on here. But it does look cool nonetheless. It is detailed. There's a crown. The crown just looks a bit out of place, to be honest. I think the crown should have been on top of the globe. And then the world banner should have been moved up. Possibly. The crown just doesn't look like it belongs in the place where it is. There's no stones on this crown unlike the normal Big Gold, but it is 3D. You can't really tell it's a crown because it looks like it's just part of the eagle's chest, so you do have to look a bit closely. Nice stones going around the border of the globe, cubics. I haven't seen anybody point this out. I'm not saying my reviews are, always correct or better than anybody else's, but I don't think I've seen anybody point this out. This has like a rope border going around the globe. This rope border doesn't wrap around. It's just on top like the 2D Big Gold. But it is a rope border. It goes around the globe and it goes around the banners, which I think is a lovely touch. From all the stuff that I've picked out, you guys probably think I don't like this belt. That's You know, that couldn't be further than the truth. I love this belt. I just think certain things don't belong on the big gold, meaning the eagle, the lions. I think those should be saved for the WWE title. Again, the banners. So the banner comes this way and then it curls outwards and then goes back underneath. So that's a nice touch. Again, no pictures or video are gonna do this thing justice. You really do have to see it in person. I will show you guys the flexibility of the strap, put the belt on the waist and the shoulder, give you my final thoughts, and that will be the end of this review. One thing, if you're wondering if this has the right to call itself a version of the big gold, I think it definitely does. So this is the shop line, and so the shop line, if I can line it up, the shop line is slightly wider by about probably an inch. That's because this does have a deeper curve than this one, so I think if this was curved a bit more it might be the same size. So this is a very big belt. In terms of height, see if I can line it up right here. So you can see the height. This is not a small belt by any means. They've definitely kept to the big gold name. I think the center plate is taller on this one, probably about a good 2 inches, so there is a bit of difference, but again this is a big belt, and you can see the side plates are bigger on this one and they're a lot taller and wider versus this one. So flexibility test. This is a send out strap, very flexible. I didn't even have to break this in. It came like this, very nice. This has easily become my favourite belt. I was always worried that this could never take the place of the big gold because I grew up on the big gold when I started watching WWE in 2005. Still, this can't take the place of the big gold, but in terms of design, I really do like it. Nice, smooth, black leather backing. WWE, they've put the new silver screws and then they've used the normal screws for the side plates. They did put this screw in the side plate as well. I'm guessing they ran out of silver ones, but that doesn't really matter. Me, I'm not too fussed about having the bolts covered. I used to not get send out straps because I used to like the bolts covered, but it is a bit more easier to get a send out strap because you don't have to send your plates anywhere. So once you receive the strap, you can put it on. If you're wondering, look at that. It took no effort and the belt is standing up by itself. Very flexible but very strong. Strong enough to hold up the plates. See, it's not even moving. So you won't need a stand to put it on your display. It should sit up by itself. I'm gonna put this around the waist, put it on the shoulder, and that will be the end of this review. That's how it looks on the waist. The black globe does really stand out on this. I still prefer the texture to be gold or silver, but it does stand out. This leather is fantastic. It's really nice, really soft. It feels like it's hugging your waist rather than the stock straps that you can feel the stiffness of those. Again, this does fit me a bit better because it is a bit smaller than the original big gold. That's how it looks on the shoulder. I think this looks better on me. Again, 5'5", so the big gold looks a bit too big on me, but this one being slightly smaller in the main plate, it fits a bit better. You can't keep this like this. It feels really awkward. It feels like the strap is digging into the side of your shoulder. But if you put it like this, it naturally just falls over your shoulder like this, and the rounded part of the strap goes into your neck. It's very comfortable. So the curve on this, it's not a big curve. You could barely put 2 fingers underneath there. It is a very thick plate. I think the side plates are probably 8mm, and then the rope border is probably 2mm. So I think 10mm altogether, which is really thick. There is a slight curve. The center plate starts out thin, and then it gets wider and wider, and then it's the widest at the center, probably about 10 to 12mm, I think. Definitely thicker than the spinner plates, similar to the current United States belt. That has a similar thickness, and then it goes thin again, and then the curve in the side plate. Personally, I would prefer a thinner plate if it meant having a deeper curve. Obviously you can't curve something this thick because it would be very difficult to do so, and these are hollow, so if you do try and curve it, there's a possibility they're going to crack and you're going to end up damaging a very expensive belt. So personally, I would have preferred this to be slightly thinner with a deeper curve. Also, this is hollow all the way through. I think the real one is hollow as well, because obviously if the real one was thick like this all the way through, it would probably weigh 15 to 20 pounds. I know that wrestlers exaggerate the weight of their belts, but it probably would weigh 20 pounds if it was solid all the way through. But this is hollow. But again, once the plate's on the strap, you can't really tell. So guys, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment, share this video with your friends. If you guys are on the fence about buying this belt, definitely buy it. It is a very, very good replica, and it's grown on a lot of people, and no video and pictures can do it justice. Also, I recommend leaving the stock stones. The stock stones are very good. I just got it restoned because I had the chance, but if I wasn't gonna get it restoned, then the stock stones would have been perfect as well. I do recommend the re-leather. The stock strap is very stiff and it can end up cracking after a while. My recommendation, wait for the sale on WWE, save the money you save in the sale and then invest it into a re-leather, and you've got yourself a perfect belt. Personally, I think they can use this belt on TV, restoned, re-leathered, And probably a lot of people won't know the difference apart from the real hardcore belt fanatics. But if they were to restone and re-leather this for TV, it would look really good, and they would probably save a lot of money because they wouldn't have to use a real belt, kind of like what AEW did with their world title. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a new video, and as always, thanks for watching.